This video PowerPoint presentation has been developed by the SUNY Erie Community College Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, or OTA program, and offers content about our program. We refer to this video PowerPoint presentation as our OTA information session. Rather than coming on campus for an hour-long session, we hope that this video offers an efficient and accessible way to share information about our program here at SUNY Erie Community College. We have a wide variety of students interested in our program. We have student applicants coming right from high school, as well as applicants coming from an unrelated professional background. We have students with prior degrees who apply to program. We speculate that this is due to the impressive salary and job growth reported by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Certainly, you can go to bls.gov and look to find the mean salary as well as the rate of job growth. If you see on this slide, May 2017 report date, the mean annual salary for the occupational therapy assistant nationally was at $59,470. Job growth is also very favorable and is projected to be so through 2027. At this time, we recommend pausing this video to watch a great YouTube video clip that nicely communicates what is OT and speaks to the diversity and practice areas of occupational therapy. When individuals develop a professional interest in the field of occupational therapy through researching salary and job growth information, they don't always have a good sense of the profession. As a result, we share the previous YouTube video clip, What is OT? And I share my OT elevator speech. If I find myself stuck in an elevator and I want to share about my profession, these are the highlights of what I would say. In occupational therapy, we help people be as successfully independent as possible. We help people in their life roles to be able to do whatever they need and want to do. We do this through habilitation, rehabilitation, and adaptation. By habilitation, I mean if someone does not have successful independence or a skill set from the beginning, we can help that individual grow with both their skills and their independent performance. And you will see occupational therapy practitioners work in habilitation when we work in the schools with children, and when we work with adults who have developmental disabilities or intellectual disability. If we're not working in habilitation, we might be working in rehabilitation, where someone loses their independence or a skill set or ability set due to trauma, insult, or injury. And for this person, they may need to regrow their independence and their skilled performance in their life roles. So if we're not doing habilitation and we're not doing rehabilitation, we might be working in adaptation. So if we can't really further grow someone's skill set or capability from either the beginning in habilitation or regrow through rehabilitation, we might adapt the physical environment by either architecturally adapting the physical space or offering adaptive equipment or tools to be able to independently, or as independently as possible, perform the tasks that they need and want to do. We may even offer strategies and visual aids to be able to get the job done. This is a great half-page flyer that we have around our college campus, helping to advocate for and share the what is OT piece with our general student population and any students perhaps interested in pursuing a degree as an occupational therapy assistant. So if you'll see, the front page talks about if someone wouldn't be able to remove a candy wrapper independently, didn't have the fine motor skill set to be able to do that. If an individual couldn't bring the candy to their mouth, and maybe they don't have that range of motion available. If an individual couldn't chew or swallow the candy, if they didn't recognize that it was candy, perhaps an individual with dementia, if they didn't know they had to remove the candy wrapper first before eating, if they couldn't even remember that they liked candy, if they felt socially isolated in terms of others sharing candy, then they might need the assistance of an occupational therapy practitioner. Occupational therapy assistants help in everyday situations like the ones described, and the profession focuses on helping people do important and meaningful activities. Occupational therapy practitioners ask, "What's matters to you?" instead of "What's the matter with you?" OT is a health and rehabilitation profession which utilizes purposeful activity as interventions to promote wellness and independence. OT practitioners work with people of all ages who need assistance due to developmental disabilities, physical disabilities, psychological disabilities, cognitive decline, or social and/or cultural barriers. Occupational therapists and occupational therapy assistants are critical members of the healthcare team. Occupational therapy practitioners have a holistic perspective which addresses the person, their environment, and the way those two things fit together. The occupational therapy assistant works with an OT and therapy team to implement customized treatment programs focusing on improving one's function. They document services, and they help the individual reach their goals. OT practitioners work in a variety of settings, including hospitals, rehabilitation facilities, long-term and subacute care facilities, vocational programs, specialized clinics such as vision therapy clinics, hand therapy clinics, ergonomics. They can work in mental health areas. They may work in rehabilitation programs, schools, home care, and in the community. The occupational therapy assistant curriculum prepares entry-level occupational therapy assistants to work in community and institutional healthcare programs, providing direct service to individuals. In our program here at SUNY Erie Community College, which is an OTA program, students receive instruction in theory and develop skills relating to occupational therapy in classroom, laboratory, and clinical settings. During their second year, students participate in clinical practice settings to include general physical medicine, psychiatric centers, developmental disability services or service providers, in the environment of schools, in nursing homes, and in community agencies. Students gain experience in teaching patients or clients methods for engagement in self-care, work, play and/or leisure, education, social skills, and home and community living skills. For more information, we invite you to check out our program webpage within the ECC website. So if you go to www.ecc.edu, you may navigate your way to our program webpage or department webpage, and alternately, you may pause this video and look at the link provided on the back page of this half-page flyer. Alternately, if you want more information, you may call our program, the SUNY Erie Community College Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, at 716-851-1318. Helpful websites for more information include the American Occupational Therapy Association website, as well as the National Board for Certification in Occupational Therapy website, the New York State Office of Professions website, and the New York State Occupational Therapy Association website. So the AOTA website is a great resource to check out if you are interested in occupational therapy as a profession, either as an occupational therapist or an occupational therapy assistant. And we will look at that website in the next upcoming slides. And then the NEBCOT, or National Board for Certification in Occupational Therapy website, is great to be able to examine performance of occupational therapy assistant programs and occupational therapy programs when selecting a school. NEBCOT is the entity that will certify you to graduate. The New York State Office of Professions is the entity that will grant you licensure. Certification is national, but licensure is by state. And then lastly, if you just want to check out what's going on in New York State regarding occupational therapy, the NYSOTA, or New York State Occupational Therapy Association, is a great resource.